The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Asmodee. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Meg the Daughter.
And today we're going to play another Ticket to Ride game.
Yes, this one is in London.
It's in London.
It's in London, yes.
Yeah, this is the brand new one from Days of Wonder. It's another small one like New York was.
Yep.
So it's going to play pretty fast and it's going to be a pretty tight board.
Yeah.
So let's just find out who can navigate the streets of London better.
Probably me.
Probably her.
Probably me.
This really is normal Ticket to Ride. We are each going to start with 17 of the double-decker buses in our color. Megan is playing as purple. I am playing as red. We are going to both start with 2 tickets, which we can choose to keep one or both, but we have to keep at least one. I'm going to keep both of mine.
I'm keeping both of mine.
We're also going to start with 2 of the transportation tickets. That are these, and you'll see what we have here. And I really like the art on that card.
The artwork on these cards is super cool.
You can see that. So how you might think that this is a little different than New York, I do want to point out that the board size is the same, but we do have a scoring track around there. The other thing that is different is you'll notice that on the board we have certain areas that have colored circles with numbers on them. They're all the same. So like here you see there's a 2 at Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, and those locations. At the end of the game, we are going to score points if we have connected all of the routes within a location area. So if I have a route here, 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 and here, then at the end of the game, I'm also going to score 2 points. Now, that's kind of a relatively easy one to do. If you look at number 1 here, number 1, you just really have to claim, that route because that's the only one that's in 1. However, 5 goes all the way from Hyde Park up to Baker Street, Regent's Park, and King's Cross. So you'll notice those are in red. So that would be worth 5 points, but it's going to be a little harder to do. So that really is all there is that is new with Ticket to Ride London. Everything else is going to play the same. So let's get ready to play. So right before we were getting ready to play, Megan noticed something about the cards.
Yeah, so I was just looking here at some of them, and I think it's really cool. I'll just show these off
And I'd never
right
caught
now.
this before.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking at it. I was like, wait a second, something's kind of jumping out at me. So I was like, oh, Rocket Man. My first thought was like, Elton John. But then I looked in the background, and I was like, that looks like Ziggy. And it says Ziggy Stardust and David Bowie, who is like, I really like Bowie, and I especially like the Ziggy Stardust there. So I thought it was cool. And obviously, Yellow Submarine is pretty obvious, but it does say the Beatles kind of tucked in really faint lettering back there. I know. And
Good
like
catch.
the black one for the cab, it says London Calling.
London Calling.
Just kind of like really cool things that would just kind of like tie in that little London theme, which I thought was really cool.
So in the rule book, I didn't really pay much attention to this. It does kind of have a little bit of flavor text.
So it says the hypnotic beat of rock music spills into the London streets along with wild people dressed as smart as you please. Your bus navigates through the city, headed to the next destination, but you wonder about getting off. Touring the city on a double-decker bus is smashing.
Cool.
So yeah, it's like just a little extra flavor.
As usual, the youngest player gets to go first.
This is fun. I like that. I'll just pay 1. I'll go right there.
I just also noticed, I don't know why I didn't catch this before, the tickets are color-coded between the sections of the city.
They match the districts.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to play a Rocket Man. And
That was a good movie.
so we both get, you didn't take your 1 point.
I did not take the orange. And I'll draw one from the top.
Okay.
The orange one says Danny Wilde. I don't know who that is, though.
Not Danny Pink?
It's not Danny Pink, no.
I'll take
Tina
this one.
Bells. I'll take that. And then I'll draw another one from the top.
Alright, I will play 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to go here.
I'll get you 2 points.
Give me 2 points.
Okay. I'm going to play 3, which will get me 4 points, please. Right there.
These are like
The
concert ticket
tickets?
stubs too, so
They're-
it's
yeah,
very much music oriented.
Well, yeah, I think it's kind of meant to be in that, like, the Beatles and Bowie era.
The Beatles and Bowie era.
You know, British invasion.
All right, I'm gonna take the yellow submarine. Oh, and a wild one. Yeah, I'll take that. Yellow.
I mean, there's guitar picks, you know,
Yeah.
and little coins.
Sherlock Hotel is near Baker Street.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna take those 2 pinks.
Now, normally you would flip the card.
Yes, I
first,
would, but I don't want the pinks.
With the pinks. I'm just gonna take that wild one.
I love
And since
that
it's a wild
that's
one, I can
belly.
only take one.
Yes.
So I just want to point that out.
Gonna play those 2 pinks. Waterloo to the globe.
Waterloo. Doodaloo-doodaloo-doodaloo.
You know, I like on the back of the
Play the yellow.
like your tickets. It's like, you know, it's like the bus route. It has like a little
You should get 2
thing
points.
and all. Thank you. Yes, I'm bad at that. Looks like it has the tube symbol and all. Tube. Give me 1 point, por favor. Go from St. Paul's to the Charter House.
I draw.
Okay.
And I'll draw another one. When
Oh, I
drew-
hate that.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
No, just I got one too though, so it's fine. No, I hate when you draw 2 wilds off the top. It's like the worst. It's not cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a yellow and 2 wilds.
So it's gonna get you 4 points.
And I'm gonna go here.
Big Ben to Elephant and Castle.
Castle.
I don't know what that is actually.
So that's gonna be 4 points.
Yeah. And 1 for me, por favor. Cheers.
Okay, I'm gonna play a green and a wild, and I'm gonna go Big Ben to Buckingham Palace. That'll give me 2 points.
Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna take 2 destination tickets. I can keep one of them. Well, I have to keep one of them, but I can keep up to 2 if I want.
Yeah, you have 9 left. I have 8.
Ooh. Okay, I will keep that one. Do I think I can do this one? That one's gonna be a stretch. I'm not gonna take that one. I don't know if I can do
It
it.
goes to the bottom.
Oh, you're right.
Alright.
Thank you. Should have
Alright.
kept one.
I'm gonna take the tickets as well.
Yeah, I don't want to stretch myself and lose points, so that's why I'm not.
I'm
Really
just gonna take that one.
Okay. I'm going to maybe. It's fine. It's good enough. I'm not gonna get through the whole deck.
Yeah.
I'll play these 2 for 2 points, please. Waterloo to Trafalgar Square.
I think I'll take an orange. Ooh, and a wild one. And I'll take another orange.
Nice.
Oh, and another wild one. So remember, if 3 wild ones ever come up, we get rid of all 5 and put new ones out.
Taking tickets. I don't know if I like these
Taking
though.
more tickets.
Maybe it might have been a mistake. I don't know. Where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one and discard the other.
I'm just gonna take a wild one.
All right. I'll take the black and the other black.
Okay. I am going to claim a route 3 orange. So I'm gonna go here.
No.
And that gives me 4.
Oh no. No, no, no. Oh crap, I gotta reroute. I'm recalculating.
Recalculating.
Oh man, I needed that route. I gotta rethink this, I might not get it now. Crap. Oh, I don't know, it's more trains. I don't have that many trains. I don't have that many
You got
buses.
7 trains left.
I have 7 buses left, and
7
I don't.
buses. I have 5.
I can't. Oh wait. Maybe I can.
Now remember, in a 2-player game, this is closed.
I can. Yes, I can. I rerouted it. I'm good. Okay, I'm taking that blue one. I'm drawing from the top. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
You can do that. I'm gonna take a
Freaked
green.
out for a little. I didn't think I could complete this.
And I'll take that blue.
Blue. Okay. Playing one blue.
Oh!
Yes!
You
Got it.
stinker nose.
Got it.
Gives you a point.
I needed it.
Alright, I'm
I'm
gonna
so
claim
glad.
that
Okay.
there, and that's gonna give me.
You got the one district. You got that one.
Oh. All I had to do was claim that for
Yeah,
the
I
one.
know, but you got it though. There's 2 blacks. Hide from Piccadilly.
So I'll give you 2.
Yeah, made me nervous. I'm good. We're good. We're good.
I have 4 trains left.
I have 4 too.
Man, do I wanna chance that?
I think I'm gonna try to complete a district personally.
Well, that is
That's
the
kind of where
neat
I'm at
thing,
now.
huh?
I don't want to try to get a
You've
ticket.
hosed me over though because I cannot complete that district. Actually, I could do that. I'm gonna take this green, and I cannot take the wild, so
Cannot take the
I'm
wild.
gonna just take off the top.
You took the green.
Take the green.
I'll take that one. I'll take another one.
Okay. I'm gonna play 2 green there.
Try to
That's
get
gonna
District 3.
2 points.
I feel like this is like the Hunger Games now.
Yeah. Which was the one that got bombed? That was like no in existence anymore.
13. 13 was off the map until they found it. So I'm just gonna play those 3 here. Just so I can get 4 points. So I'm just gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hope you didn't want that.
No.
It's the only 3 I can do with wilds.
I'm gonna just play that one there for 1
works.
point,
Cool.
and
Last game.
that's the end of the game. So we're going to tally up our points, and we will tell you who wins. Okay, Megan reminded me before we did the trophy presentation that we usually show the end
Just
scoring in our
grab
Ticket to
them.
Ride videos. So
I'll let you go ahead if you had less tickets than
So
me.
I completed all 3 tickets. Had I not completed a ticket, I would have lost that many points instead of getting them. However, I did complete
You sure?
Hyde Park to Covenant Garden. So you can see Hyde Park to Covenant
How
Garden.
many?
It's 3 points.
2, 3.
Buckingham Palace to Elephant and Castle.
Yep.
That's 5 points.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And then finally the British Museum to St. Paul's. British Museum to St. Paul's, which is 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I completed all 4 of mine. So I had Brick Lane to the Globe Theater, which Brick to the Globe was 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had the Charter House, which was up here, to Big Ben, which was
Just
down
down here,
there.
which you did.
Kind of looped around, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had the Globe Theater to Trafalgar Square for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no.
And then Hyde Park to St. Paul, which I didn't think I was going to complete because I was trying to get there. But I did, which was 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, what we would
Yes.
do is we would also look to see if anybody completed any districts. I came that
You
close,
completed District 1, so you
I
get
did.
a point.
but I would have gotten 2
close.
more points there. I was trying to actually go over there, but then I forgot that I
I
triggered
was
into
trying
game.
just to do this, and then I forgot this one, so that one would have worked
So
out.
you did not complete any districts, is that correct?
Yeah, I know, because we
Yeah.
split 3 up. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we can award Megan the trophy.
Alright, so since I won, and I really, really, really want to go to London myself, I'll talk. So I play this instead of going to London. I really like this. I love Ticket to Ride anyway, so it's always been one of my favorite games to get to the table whenever we can. And this one's London themed, so if I definitely want a quicker version of Ticket to Ride, I'm probably going to get this one out instead of playing the UK map, which we have as well.
Yeah, because we played this in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's super quick. It's a fun little filler, honestly. Or if you just kind of want to play something really light and kind of want to say like mindless, but like, something that you don't really have to have like, a lot of, your brain power to kind of play and you just want something fun, I would get this to the table. I think it's really fun.
This is also could be considered a travel edition because it's so small.
It is
it's
smaller,
easily going to
yeah.
pack away or put in your backpack.
Kind of like too what we were talking at the beginning, I really like the artwork on the cards. I think it's really cool how it kind of gives that theming, especially with like the wording in the back, which I just noticed this game actually. This one says groovy baby.
Groovy, baby.
You gotta say like Austin Powers. Yeah, I mean, just kind of like all those little nods to like different British things. I mean, you've got, your Sherlock Holmes there. You've got, like the stamp of the Queen and stuff. Like, I think that's just kind of cool, personally for me, because I really like a lot of things that are British.
You got my
London.
river.
What?
It's the River Thames.
The Thames, yeah, it is. So I don't know. It's funny to me to kind of just play this one. I mean, when I was younger, I would get like old like London map books and tour guides and just kind of like sit and like figure out where everything was that I like wanted to eventually go to. So it's kind of fun to like play it in a board game.
Yeah. I like this too, and we're going to have a lot of comparisons to Ticket to Ride New York,
Yes.
and I'll talk about that in a minute. I like the artwork on this. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's really sharp. I like the concept, like I said, the Rocket Man car. That looks really cool. I like how they themed. You have a yellow submarine.
Yeah.
You got the double-decker bus, which is,
It's
purely
quintessential,
London.
yeah.
I like the map. I like the fact that it looks more like a city map
Mm-hmm.
because you have all the other little parts in there. I like the addition of if you can get one whole area,
Yeah, the district.
I think that's kind of neat.
cool. I also like, like with the New York one, which we'll kind of compare, like, your rule book looks like a little travel brochure, and like, that's it. It's really simple. There's not a lot here, and, if you know Ticket to Ride, you really don't need to know that many rules. And just like the little touch on the little score markers, the little Union Jack on there, which I think is really cool.
I think this is actually closer to like normal Ticket to Ride than Ticket to Ride New York.
Yeah.
Now there's that being said,
Show you
the
that.
difference is Ticket to Ride New York had, if you went through one of the areas, then you got basically an extra point.
Yeah.
I like the district bit more than that. I do want to show the comparison between.
Because it was like your fare, almost, like your cab fare.
Yeah. So
Like that
like
one.
so the board is actually for Ticket to Ride New York a little bit smaller. It's the same width, but because you now have the score track on the bottom or around the edge,
adds
that's
that little
why
bit.
it's a little bit there.
The box size is exactly the same, though.
Yep.
And you're getting a score pad with that one rather than
Sure, yeah.
this one, obviously, because you have a score tracker. But,
This one I think the colors pop a little bit more, but
yeah, I feel like this one's more
Yeah,
kind
maybe
of
not.
your, I don't know. I think it looks like it's popping more because of a darker background
yeah, that could
with
be.
like the blue, where this one just kind of looks more like a regular map.
But this one folds up. This one
Just-
folds up in a little bit
a
smaller
little bit,
area.
yeah, but.
But I mean,
These are both really good ones, especially if you are traveling. Maybe if you are traveling to London or New York, you could pick these up. But
or if you are,
it's fun.
I would say, do you need both? No, you don't.
No,
If
pick
you were
one or
only
the
going to
other.
get one, I would get this one. I would get London.
Yeah, I would too.
The only reason really to have both is if you
Really
like the
like
small
Ticket to
ones,
Ride.
and yeah, you do. If you're a completionist, and there are some people out there that have every Ticket to Ride.
It's a good game.
And
They're
I'm
all
not
good.
bashing New York. We liked it.
New York's good,
because
yeah.
it's a fast game. Now, I will say I have not played this with more than two.
No.
But just like anything else, this is going to get extremely tight with that extra
You're not
player
gonna
count because
be-
you only have one, two. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Four.
5, 6,
Wait, what?
6 double routes.
6. I'm
Right?
oh.
1,
Oh, that one, yeah.
2,
I wasn't counting the
3,
small ones,
4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like if you play with more people, you might be a little bit more focused on completing some of the districts rather than some tickets. I mean, obviously, you kind of have to complete one ticket at least.
Oh, it shows the
But-
tickets off there.
Just kind of just on like how cramped the board could get, especially in 4 players, you might just kind of start looking at, I can gain some extra points if I just kind of work on a district maybe, or like maybe the district one of your tickets is around and kind of just working off of that.
Yeah, or you could, really
You could try
just
to do all the tickets and loop around, but I was
Well-
kind of lucky I could get this to all connect.
5 points is a lot.
That is a lot.
But
that's a lot of points.
That's a
there,
lot
too.
of trains. So
Buses.
really, buses.
It's hard not to say trains, but yeah.
I think what you're going to do in order to probably go for those is you're going to have those already on your tickets. So you're already going to be trying to get that. But it's real easy for somebody to screw that up because, like Megan, all she had to do was drop one bus right there.
Yeah.
And that kept me from getting the 2 district, which it wouldn't have mattered in the grand scheme of things. I was still lost by quite a few because you did get those extra tickets. I should have tried to get another ticket maybe, but yeah.
By then we were kind of running out of buses to put out. That's kind of where I stopped at.
But even the back of these, I mean, like I said, this Rocket Man car.
It's really cool.
Looks really.
That's
neat.
probably my favorite one.
And then of course the back of the cards too, I think are really cool.
Yeah, it's super
London.
cool. It's in London. I don't know. I love this one. I think it's super fun. This is a Walmart exclusive Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, and I think it's the MSRP is $20.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer.
You pick it up. Yeah, I would.
The nice thing I will say this, because they are theming the cities. With New York, I don't really know that you had too much theming. I think there's more theme here in the London one than it is New York.
I'm also just gonna always want to pick this one more than any other one too.
I could see them doing Los Angeles because you would have the Hollywood sign, you could have
there's a bunch of
Beverly
things
Hills.
over there, yeah. We'll have to see.
And I would be curious to see how they might make that a little bit different. Like I said, you don't need both of these, but if you have people that are partial, like I said, to London, this would be a good game for them, especially if it's a non-gamer. It's 10 minutes.
This is a fun game.
So in 10 minutes, you can get them into Ticket to Ride, and then guess what? You roll them into the bigger Ticket to Ride.
Yeah,
you play Ticket to Ride USA or Ticket to Ride Europe.
These are definitely, I would say, your gateway into Ticket to Ride. Obviously, regular original Ticket to Ride, which is celebrating its anniversary this year,
15 years.
Yeah, so I mean, this game is really popular. It's been around for 3/4 of my life almost. So, I mean, definitely it's a good game to get people into just the rest of the Ticket to Ride games. So I think definitely pick this one up.
I didn't notice. Was there anything on the back?
No, it was just plain background,
But no, this is cool. I would recommend this.
Definitely.
But that is Ticket to Ride London from Days of Wonder. And we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.